friends, welcome back to my channel. Today, or this week I should say, I'm going to share a video with you over the next couple of days how I'm preparing Michael to go to summer camp. Before we left for vacation, we were under the impression that Michael wasn't able to go this year. We were on a wait list, and then while we were on a vacation, actually while I was sitting on the beach, I got a call that they had opened a spot and Michael was more than welcome to join them for camp the first week in August. So today is Tuesday, the 29th, and he's going to be leaving on Sunday. I am uh, trying to get through this process, not only making sure that he has everything he needs, but also trying to communicate as best as we can to him about what's going to happen. And I thought I would share this process with you. So the next few days, I'm going to show you everything that we're doing and what we're packing for him. We do have a packing list from the camp to work off of. And what's great about the packing list is that um, it it really is very specific about what he will need. But more importantly, I found out that they're doing a theme, and the theme this year is The Little Mermaid, which, if you know Michael and you know me and my family, we are a big Disney Disney family. So I'm sure that he is going to love that. He especially loves Ariel, and who doesn't, right? But in case you are new here, my name is Joann. I do a little bit of everything here on my channel: cleaning, cooking, lifestyle, and autism awareness. And my son Michael has autism and he is nonverbal. And this year he is attending a camp for special needs for the very first time. He is 13 years old, and actually, this is the very first time ever that he will be away from us. So it's very nerve-wracking for me. I'm going to be honest and share all my feelings with you here this week, because I feel like that helps me, and it also may help another autism mom, or just a mom with a neurotypical child that is sending their kid off to camp for the first time. So this week, what I'm going to do is we have to label all his clothing. Everything that he's bringing has to be labeled. So I'm going to go ahead and work on that. I had to get him some new clothes, of course, because with it being a little mermaid, a Little Mermaid theme. Just got back from vacation. I'm a little just all over the place, but with just getting with being, let's try this again. With it being a Little Mermaid theme, I did have to purchase some different t-shirts that he's wearing for different themed nights within the Little Mermaid. So I also got him some new sleep pajamas, socks, all the things that I think that he can use a refresher on, including sneakers, because he beats his sneakers pretty. We are going through sneakers here like every other month. I'm not kidding. But so I'm going to get that all ready and just share with you, pretty much every step of the way to the packing. And then I don't know how much I'll share on the day that we take him to camp. I feel that that's going to be way too much pressure for me to put on myself. I just know my husband, and I know that he is going to be taking pictures of me bawling my eyes out while I hand over my son. So maybe I'll throw in a few of them. But anyway, that is what we're up to this week. And I hope you're here for it. And if you are new, welcome. And if you're not new, welcome back, guys. Nice to see everyone again. And I thought I would share with you some of the special t-shirts that I had to get that they requested for these specific nights for the Little Mermaid theme. I don't remember the packing list that I had. The link seemed to expire, so I'm waiting for another list to be sent to me. So I don't remember what these are specifically for, but I know he needed a tie-dye shirt, so I got that. And then I think Let me open this one up for you guys. This one, I can't remember what the theme was. I wish I could remember right now. But this one says Mermaid Security. I thought it was really cute. I think he's going to look great in that one. And then they have a Christmas night. And let me open this one. And it had to be red and green. But I love the Grinch. And I thought this one would be really cute. So that's that one. And then the Little Mermaid theme one. And this is so fitting for him. Love, life, not love. Life is better under the sea, and it's so cute. Actually, I would wear this myself. I would wear them all, except probably the tie dye because that's just not my thing. But these are a few of the different themed shirts um, that I got him for camp. So I have to wash all these, and then I'm going to go ahead and put the labels on them. And I've never had to do any kind of labels for clothing, so I'm hoping it's relatively easy to do and that they stick well. It looks like it will, though. So that is that. I do also, they wanted a white and yellow t-shirt, and I have a white t-shirt with yellow kind of piping around the collar, so that'll work for that night. Okay. So like I said, I need to label everything for Michael's clothing, and I was away at the time and I didn't have access to the camp website to order their labels. So I just took a chance, went on Amazon and ordered a few different sets. So this set came first, and honestly, um, I mean, it's okay. It's very simple, but then when these came and I can really see the quality of them are so much better, and they are safe for use in washer, dryer, freezer, microwave, and dishwasher. I was like, these are a much better quality, so I'll probably use these. And again, I don't know what their custom labels look like, but these are going to have to do for now. So all these labels will have to go on all of his clothing, everything that he will need to take with him. So, and I got this off Amazon. I will link it below in case you have kids going to camp or you just need some labels for your kids' lunchbox or backpack. I think that these are going to really work out well. I'm going to hold on to these because you never know, you can use them for other things. But that is the labels for all his stuff for camp. So some of the other items that he'll need for camp is sheet sets. Sheet sets, a blanket, sweatshirt, sweatpants. What else did they have on there? I really hope I can get a copy of the packing list again. I'm trying to go by memory, and my memory isn't what it used to be. um, but some towels, sunscreen. I don't remember if they said bug spray, but I am going to put one in there. I don't normally put it on him, so I am a little concerned about like the way it feels like with his sensory issues. So I'm hoping that works out. His sneakers, sandals, and all those things have to go in the luggage to the camp. So he has a lot. It was a good thing. I kept one of the luggages out so I can use that to pack his stuff. But everything else is put away. And that's it. So it is what about almost 3:30. I have my eye doctor appointment, so I'm just going to do a few things around here, and then I'll probably pick this up again tomorrow, and we can get to doing some of the labels for Michael's clothing. Hi, friends. Good morning if you're watching this in the morning, but it is Wednesday. We are um, 3 days away from Michael going to camp. So this morning I did put a load of wash in of all the themed clothing that he needed for the Little Mermaid um, activities throughout the week. And I got another copy of the packing list, so I'm happy about that. And I wanted to try to start packing some of the toiletries that he will need. And I'm going to be using my Amy's Small World clear bags. I really like these. They have, she has so many different styles and sizes and different patterns, not just Disney either. But so I'm going to use this Mary Poppins one, and I think what I'm going to do is put in all his shampoo, conditioner, body wash, soap, deodorant, and sunscreen, things like that in here. And I'm going to go ahead and just label the bag itself. I've never done this before, so I don't know if it's that you label just each product or each clothing item. I don't really know. So I'm taking a guess here. I'm going to use this pretty green color. Why can't I get it off? Okay, here we go. All right, so I'm going to use this pretty green one, and I'm going to place that. I don't know if I should put it on the plastic, or I'm going to put it on the plastic. So that one's ready to go. So I have his deodorant. This is the extra one. Some of this stuff, I'm going to have to wait. Toothbrush, toothpaste, that'll go in Sunday morning before we get ready to go. I'm putting in a new chapstick. And I also have travel size shampoo, conditioner, 2-in-1 conditioner. The only thing I want to do is get a body wash. Sometimes it's easier for me when we are giving Michael a shower to use like a loofah and a, what do you call it, body wash, rather than trying to get the soap on the washcloth. Okay, I also have these 2 stick sunscreens, and I think these might be easier for them to apply on his face. I also have the roll-on one, which I think might still be downstairs in the beach bag from our vacation, so I have to get that. But I think that this will work out fine. Maybe I'll put a sticker on the other side as well. But I think, all I gotta do is add the sunscreen, toothpaste, toothbrush, and then I think that's it. Let me just go through. Bug spray. I want to put a bug spray in here as well. The only thing we don't need to pack is Michael's hair. You wash it, dry it, comes out of the shower, and it's done. He has the type of hair that you don't need to brush through, and plus we do keep it rather short, so I'm not even going to put any kind of brush or comb. We don't use it, but I think this will work out fine. So at least that much is done. And what I want to do also is get together his shoes for the pool, or he just uses Crocs, so I just want to go ahead, I guess, and put a tag on that. I don't know. Again, I guess I could reach out and ask them how they want us to do that, but I think that is what I'm going to do. I don't know. Okay, so it is 8:45. I do have to work today, so I'm going to come back and we'll continue getting Michael ready for camp. And I'll show you everything that we're doing. And I also wanted to talk, actually, let me talk real quickly. Earlier this morning, I went on YouTube to look for videos that explain about going to summer camp, because for Michael, he really enjoys YouTube videos. Now, I don't know how much he comprehends of a story, and I think it's really based on how he's focusing that day, but I do think that he will get something from it. So I found a few going to camp videos. Some of them were like, in a tent, and I wanted to be able to really focus on him going, all the fun that he's going to have at camp and what's going to happen. So I found 2. I will link them below as well. And I'm going to show them to him throughout the week. I'm also going to try to create a social story. these are like a hit or miss with Michael. I know a lot of kids on the spectrum really, um, really get a lot of, excuse me, they really um, understand the social stories, and they really do walk away from it having a better understanding. Again, um, for my son, it's kind of a hit or miss, but I thought, you know what, I want to do everything that I can to really communicate to him what's happening and where he's going, and most of all, that I'm not leaving him. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to try to do that today, and then I'll print it out. I will show you what it looks like. But I think just doing these this morning, I was talking to him again, saying, telling him what was happening throughout the rest of this week, as well as going to camp on Sunday, all the fun he will have, and we will be back on Saturday to pick him up. It's hard because I really don't know if he's listening. I know he's listening. He's looking at me. Of course, I did have um, eye mask on this morning when I was talking to him, so maybe he was just more distracted by that. But I do think that he can comprehend small amounts of information when he's focused. So that's what I'm hoping for. Okay, so now I'm going to go get my breakfast. I'm going to start working, and I'll meet you back here during my break. Okay, so I went ahead and got the sweatshirts and the long sleeve shirt and sweatpants all labeled. I just put them on the tag. I hope that that's okay. I think, I think it'll be fine. But they wanted us to send in um, long sleeve t-shirts, sweatshirt, and some sweatpants. So I have two sweatshirts. I only have one long sleeve shirt right now. I do have to look, and I got two pairs of sweatpants. So what I'm going to do is put them in one packing cube, and this will be all the cooler weather clothing items. I think it's better if I sort them out that way. This way, I wish I had, I don't know what I did. I had a label maker, but I really do have to get another one. Actually, my husband might have one. But I think that this is going to work out better if I do it this way. Because I think, you know, if it's a cool day, they'll know that this particular packing cube has the cool weather clothing, which I don't think at this point in New Jersey, I don't think it's going to happen. But okay, so that's done and can go in the suitcase. Okay, I'm on my lunch. I just had my lunch, and I also was able to create a social story for the summer camp. The only thing I screwed up on is I did it this way, and I really wanted it landscape, but it is what it is. I think it's definitely going to be helpful. So I just did a simple summer camp cover. Really, Michael doesn't read. He does recognize some words, so it's not really anything that I'm overly worried about, but it's just to be able to explain the story. So I just did very simple sentences, and it's just something that we can read together and with his therapist, and it's just very simple. I just put during the summer, kids go to camp, put a little cute picture with the campfire. Said, camp is a place you go to meet new friends and have fun. And then said, so what happens at camp? Again, I wanted to keep it as simple as I can, and honestly, this might be too much too. You'll meet counselors. They will take care of you and be there with you all week. And just a fun picture with the kids and their counselor. And then, let's see. On the next two pages, it says, what will I do at camp? And then I have just various pictures. It says, you will do arts and crafts, swimming, and enjoy the Little Mermaid activities. And then I put at the end, we will pick you up on Saturday with a picture of all of us. So I think, I'm happy with the way it came out. I'm not an expert at this by any means. Usually I have our BCBA create social stories for us, but I figured, you know what, let me try it. I'm going to keep it simple, but I think that this will hopefully, help a little bit. I will try it out with him later and see, if it holds his attention. Social stories are not always something that Michael will follow along with. He does like books. And I think sometimes he's more fascinated with the pictures than he is with the actual story. But that's, I'm not 100% sure on that either. But so I was able to do that. So that's done. I'm going to go downstairs now and get the rest of the clothes out of the dryer and start labeling and putting them in the um, packing cubes. And then I don't know how I'm going to fit everything. I do have a large suitcase. I kept out one of the large, but I'm thinking with the bath towels, and they want two sets of sheets. I don't know. I may need to have another bag. We'll see what we can do. But let me go get those clothes and get that started. Okay, everything is folded. The t-shirts are folded. Socks are done. I am going to put in, I'm not putting in all those socks. I will put in enough for the week, a couple extra just in case he needs it. And the t-shirts, the only thing I want to find out is if I'm labeling these t-shirts individually. I have to contact the camp director because, like I said, I've never done sending them off. Well, I've sent Alex off, but that's different. I've never done labeling for summer camp, so I don't know exactly what needs to be labeled where. So I think I will check with him, and then if he says to label them individually, I will do that and put them in the packing cube and getting them in the suitcase. We're getting there. We're getting there. Okay, my friends, we are 2 days away from Michael going to camp, and I didn't get any email back about the labeling. So what I'm going to do is label what I think should be labeled and just hope for the best. So today I'm just going to do as much packing as I can. Probably going to have to do another load of laundry tomorrow, just some other things that he may need. But I think we're all set. I think we're ready. We have been, still talking to him about going to camp and what's going to happen. Read the social story to him, and I know that the teachers and his therapist have been also letting him know. So I don't think that he will be so taken back. At least that's what I'm hoping for. It is, like I said, Friday morning. I do have to work today. Today's my last summer Friday hours. So, and then it's back to full hours next week. But I think what I'm going to do is take advantage of this last day so I can get everything done. And if I can, on Sunday, I will take a little footage. I don't want to get the other kids there in the video as well. So we'll see, how it goes, dropping him off. And I'll let you know how it goes. So let me go ahead and finish packing his bags. Okay, everything is packed and ready to go. I went ahead, I put the sheet sets in, his towels, and everything is labeled. So even the packing cubes are labeled, so it should be helpful. Good morning, my friends. Today is the day. It is Sunday, about 10:30. Michael goes to camp today. I'm feeling okay. We'll see how I do later. But I think we're ready. I think everything is packed and ready to go. It'll take us about an hour to get there, and we'll see how he does. On our way up to the camp, I was starting to feel a little anxious. I knew it was going to be hard. I was trying to just breathe through it, try not to lose control. We arrived at the camp, and what a welcome. They actually sang a little welcome song to Michael as we drove in, which I thought was such a great touch. After getting Michael settled into his cabin, we were able to make his bed. It was time to say goodbye. I'm not going to lie, it was really difficult for me and my husband, and I'm hoping that he has a great time this week. Stay tuned, and next week I'll fill you in on how he does.